I think many people associate English studies with very limited further career paths, such as teaching or working in a corporation, and that's all. And it's completely untrue. When you graduate from the Institute of the English Studies, there are so many more things you can pursue, such as, off the top of my head, the Department of Linguistics, which allows you not only for an academic approach to linguistics, but you can pursue a career in technology, developing AI, computational linguistics, which is spearheading technological progress of the modern world, and it's so much more than what people presuppose about being a student of English studies.
I just started my journey with linguistics, but I think the best part is that at the beginning we are introduced to all those different areas of linguistics, and we can choose our own favorite, and then later on with the wide variety of different courses we can actually pursue our interests in this area specifically. Linguistics here in the Institute are taught in a very interesting way, and we are taught about how it's actually affecting our everyday life, which I find very interesting, and I think it's very compelling.
I recommend studying linguistics because I think that language is the most important medium in our world right now. It is basically what shapes our reality in the micro and in the macro scale. Because when you think about it, language is what shapes the politics. It's what creates our small everyday circumstances when you go to the shop, but also it creates the reality of our countries. You can also think about on a smaller level, for example, on the level of phonology, which is the study of sound. Why does a sound of a specific language sound like that? Why does English have a different sh than Polish sh? Which is very fascinating.
When a lot of people think about linguistics, they think about someone who knows several languages, and it is true. We treat language education very seriously. As you can see, I'm speaking a foreign language right now, as a matter of fact. But the gist of linguistics is actually understanding language as human behavior. And this is where the variety of this subject comes in. No two linguists are really alike. You can have a linguist that works more like a psychologist, right, and does similar experiments. You can have a linguist who works with the history of language. You can have a linguist that's more interested in social linguistics, and there's a lot of variety in the subject. So on the one hand, you can have one linguist that just sticks with the blackboard, and you can have an applied linguist that knows a lot of languages and develops teaching programs. So huge variety in the area.
In the Institute of English Studies, you can expand beyond the knowledge you gather in classes. As of now, we have 3 young scholar societies. That would be the Cheerful Hamlets, our Institute's theater group, Second Thoughts, Student Magazine, and the Flying School of Applied Linguistics, which is a research group, linguistics research group, to name but a few. You can expand beyond the curriculum that you have at the Institute of English Studies by joining one of those groups. You can apply, and of course you can be a part of it. We're currently organizing a student conference alongside our professors, which can be also great in terms of broadening your horizons.
I think our institute is such a place where we can meet all the different cultures, because we have students all over the world actually, meeting all those different people and getting to know different professors from also all across the world, because we have all those different lectures and different guests, and it really makes our horizons wider and wider, and I think that's very interesting.
The program allows you to cross boundaries between disciplines, because you can be studying linguistics or you can be studying literature, but this does not limit your activities. There is a lot of cooperation between different branches of studies in our institute. And I think that this cooperation is essentially what responds to the challenges of the modern world.
Linguistics is an extremely exciting field of studies, and you can do a lot of things which you may not even traditionally think of a traditional philological education, because you will do experimental research, you will work with some very modern equipment, you can do field studies, you can do very advanced translation studies, you can do psycholinguistic texts. So this is all part of linguistics, and I think it's very exciting.